Hi, I'm Dr. Rukmani Chaudhary, and in this video we'll be talking about all types of STDs, sexually transmitted disease, or STI, sexually transmitted infection. So you are requested to watch this video complete. This is a very important topic to knowing all the STIs. STDs, STIs means sexually transmitted infection. STDs means sexually transmitted disease. So knowing them, knowing the difference between them, what are sexually transmitted infection and what are STDs, sexually transmitted disease, a very important topic. So we'll discuss all types and we'll in the later part about prevention part, that is again very important. So let's begin with the definition. STIs. See, as the name suggests, STI means sexually transmitted infection. So these are the sexually contacted disease, right? These infection suggests infection means it is not that much severe, and this is the infection stage, means you are not having any major sign or symptoms. The initial stage of a disease, you can, for example, we have uploaded videos on chlamydia, that is sexually transmitted infection, chlamydia trachomatis, and gonorrhea, again a STI, not the STD, right? So these are the STIs, means they are, yes, they are sexually transmitted. You get it while in the contact with the infected person and sexually contact, right? These are the infection only, and once you have all the sign or symptoms of a disease, means you don't get it treated earlier. If your immunity is low and you are not getting it treated earlier stage, so you develop it like a STD, means sexually transmitted disease. So if you have higher immunity, you get it treated earlier, so this is the infection and you get it rid of within a week or few weeks. And if you have lower immunity and you don't get it treated, then it develops in a sexually transmitted disease. So this is a difference. Human immunodeficiency virus, you must have heard many times that this is a kind of STD, sexually transmitted disease, and this is the only disease that has other route of transmission apart from sexual contact. You develop this infection while you have unprotected sex, of course, and you have non-sterilized needle you use for any purpose, and there is a transmission from a baby, and the virus remains in the body fluid, like it remains in your milk, it remains in your semen. So if you get it contacted from the infected person, anyway, any kind of contact, you get the infected fluid of that infected person, so you get the infection. Chlamydia, I have already uploaded video on chlamydia, again a sexually transmitted infection. See, it is an infection, not a disease. This is a STI, not STD. So chlamydia is STI and it transmit again through sexual route of, and you have like all the urine related symptom, and the causative agent is the bacteria, and that is chlamydia trachomatis. So this is an infection, not a disease, means you have milder symptom, moderate symptom, not severe symptom, and at times it is asymptomatic. So that's why it is called infection, sexually transmitted infection, not a sexually transmitted disease. So similarly, you have gonorrhea, again a sexually transmitted infection, not a disease. Why? Because this is again a kind of infection in which you don't have symptom at times, and this is not that much severe, right? This is a milder one, moderate one, and at times you have enough immunity to get it rid of from body. So that is why they are called the STI, not the STD. And most importantly, HPV, that is human papilloma virus. So these are the group of viruses and that affect your throat, your cervix, and these viruses at times they are, STI means sexually transmitted infection, and at times when your immunity is low and you don't get it treated earlier, then they convert into a disease, like they cause genital warts, even they cause throat cancer, cervical cancer, right? So HPV is the main thing that converts into STDs, sexually transmitted. We have discussed about STI, sexually transmitted infection, chlamydia, gonorrhea, and at times it is HPV. So these falls under infection category. Now let's talk. STDs means sexually transmitted disease. Now pubic lysis, or we call it CREB. So this is lysis, you must have heard about head lysis. So these are again the kind of lysis that affect your pubic genital area, and at times it is found in your armpit, on your beard, mustaches, on your eyebrows, lashes, on all these parts of body. So this gives you intense itching, extremely itching, severe itching, and you get it while the excess or the close physical contact with the infected person. You can get it by shared towels, shared belongings of the infected person, but not while touching or toilet sheet and herpes. See, herpes, see, there are two viruses, herpes simplex virus 1 and herpes simplex virus 2. So one is usually affect your skin, your mouth, your throat, and the two is affect your genital area. So herpes, this is a kind of virus that gives you blister formation, and it again remain in your body and yes stays in your body once you get it infected. And the first part is the most severe one, the most critical one, and otherwise your body gets used to it and you have blister formation, fever, all these things you have in the herpes formation. And when the blister is ruptured, so the fluid that again develops in a blister. So this is how it goes on, and once you get it treated, this get rid of from the symptom, but the virus remain in your body in a dormant state. The next, hepatitis B. Hepatitis B, again, STD, sexually transmitted disease. You get it while from the sexual contact, or you get it while the non-sterilized needle, using non-sterile needle, and this affect you. Action is from a longer duration, then it affects your liver, and it damages your liver. Vaccination is available for hepatitis B virus. Thus, the difference between STIs and STD. STIs are the infection, STDs are the disease. And STI, they don't have a major symptom, and STDs, they have major symptom. And STIs, they are treated, if you get it treated earlier, they don't convert into a disease, but disease are again having severe symptoms, severe complication. With papilloma virus, already discussed that these are the group of viruses and they affect your throat, cervix, and but vaccination is also available for HPV. Molluscum contagiosum. Molluscum contagiosum means this is again a contagious virus, highly contagious virus, and this is found in the children, in the adults. So in adults it is called STD, not in the children. So molluscum, again a kind of virus, and you get it while the sexual contact or close physical contact, while touching part of the infected person, while you are in the contact, and you can have it on your face, on your genital area. And these are the bumps that are pitted from the center. Already uploaded video on molluscum, and you can find the description box link of the related disease. So gonorrhea we discussed in the gonorrhea, a kind of transmitted infection spread by Neisseria gonorrhea, and this is an infection, so it doesn't have at times symptoms, so asymptomatic at times, and at times it have symptoms. So this is the difference in STIs and STDs, means infection and a disease. And you must know why, because if you have no symptom and you are having, your condition is doubtful, so you can go for a test and you can get it treated earlier. So you have control over sexually transmitted infection, and you can even break the chain of spreading the disease. What about the prevention part? Prevention, see, the purpose of discussing this video is that this is a kind of awareness that you should know about the route of transmission. Like all the STDs are, they are transmitted by sexually contact, while unprotected sexually contact. So the first main focus is first thing is using protection, and the second is discussing all the issues about the safer intercourse. So, and third one is the vaccination. Vaccinations are available for the hepatitis B virus and for human papilloma virus. So you can go for the vaccination. About today's topic, and the bottom line is you should know about all these STIs and STDs, and you should try to control on all these factors. So hopefully this video can help you. If you find this video knowledgeable and informative, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon to get notified. Thank you. Keep watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you.